Welcome to the pharmaceutical jurisprudence class. Student, today's topic is Introduction of Drugs and Cosmetic Act under the subject Pharmaceutical Jurisprudence, subject code 2.4 for diploma in pharmacy second year. Presented by Shubham Pal, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, JIS University. So first of all, objective of the today's topic. The first objective is to know the origin of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. That means how, in which circumstances the Drugs and Cosmetic Act comes into force in India, and from which situation this act was passed. To know the whole history, to know the origin is the main objective of today's topic. And the second objective is to know about some terminology related to this act, to know in detail about some information related to this act and also some terminologies which is related to this Drugs and Cosmetic Act. So this is all about the objective of the topic, to know the origin of Drugs and Cosmetic Act and to know the some terminologies related to this act. Now first of all, the history part. In the time of British provide poor healthcare system to the Indian citizen. That's why some observations are made by some regulatory bodies like Drugs Inquiry Committee and Indian Medical Association. They observed that British provide poor healthcare system to Indian citizens. So they reported in Indian Medical Gazette during 1920 to 1930. In this period, they reported in Indian Medical Gazette. In 1940, Drugs and Cosmetics Act was passed, and in 1945, Drugs Cosmetic Act and rules. The rules under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act was passed in 1945. And then the whole Drugs and Cosmetic Act and their rules were extended to whole India. So this is a brief history about Drug and Cosmetic Act origin. From the circumstances of the British misrule to provide poor healthcare system to the Indian citizen, some observation made by the Drug Inquiry Committee and Indian Medical Association, two regulatory bodies. They reported to the Indian Medical Gazette during 1920 to 1930. Then in the year of 1940, Drugs and Cosmetic Act was passed, and in the year of 1945, the rules under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act was passed, and then it was extended to whole India. This is the history of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Now, some list of amending act and adaptation order. That means some amendment act and their passing year is discussed in this slide. First, the Drugs Amendment Act, which is passed in 1955. Second Drugs Amendment Act was passed in 1960. Third, the Drugs Amendment Act was passed in 1962. Now, Drugs and Cosmetic Amendment Act was passed in 1964. Second Drugs and Cosmetics Amendment Act was passed in 1972. Third, Drugs and Cosmetics Amendment Act was passed in 1982. Fourth Drugs and Cosmetics Amendment Act was passed in 1995, and last Drug and Cosmetics Amendment Act was passed in 2008. So this is the Drugs Amendment Act and the Drugs and Cosmetics Amendment Act various year, passed in various year. This is all about the information about the list of amending act and their adaptation order. Now, the objective of passing the Drug and Cosmetic Act. What are the objectives behind the Drug and Cosmetic Act passing and implemented in India? First and foremost objective is to regulate the import, manufacture, distribution and sale of the drug and cosmetic through the licensing. That means if you have proper license, you can import, you can manufacture, you can distribute and you can sell of drug and cosmetic under this act. So to regulate the whole process under a licensing authority, this is the first and foremost objective of the Drug and Cosmetic Act. Next, the drugs and cosmetic are manufactured, distributed and sold by qualified person only. That means under this act, the drugs and cosmetics are manufactured, are distributed and sold by only the qualified person, and this qualification was recognized by the licensing authority, and those person is eligible to manufacture, distribute and sell of drugs and cosmetics. And third objective is to prevent the substandard in drugs. That means to prevent, to restore to the quality of the drugs is one of the objective under this act, to retain, to restore their quality in drugs and cosmetics. Next objective is to regulate the manufacture and sale of Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani drugs also under the Drugs and Cosmetic Act, along with allopathic drugs. Also, there are regulations about the manufacture and sale of Ayurvedic, Siddha and Unani drugs also. And last objective, last but not the least, is to establish the two regulatory bodies called Drug Technical Advisory Board and Drug Consultative Committees for allopathic and allied drugs and cosmetics. That means the establishment of two regulatory bodies called Drug Technical Advisory Body and Drug Consultative Committees is one of the objectives for allopathic and allied drugs and cosmetics regulation. So these are the some objective of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. First, to regulate the import, manufacture, sale and distribution of the drug and cosmetic under a licensing authority, and this can be done by a qualified person only, to retain the quality of the drug. Another objective, along with allopathic drugs, to regulate the manufacture and sale of the Ayurvedic, Siddha, Unani drugs is another objective. And last but not the least, the objective is to establish the Drug Technical Advisory Board and Drug Consultative Committee for allopathic and allied drug and cosmetic is the one of the main objective under the Drug and Cosmetic Act. So this is all about the objectives. Now come to some terminology related to the Drug and Cosmetic Act and their definition. Under Drug and Cosmetic Act, first definition is drugs. What is drugs? All medicine for internal or external use of human being or animal, and all substances intended to be used for or in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of disease and or disorder in human beings, animals, including preparation applied on human body for the purpose of the repelling insect like mosquito. So this is the definition of the drugs. Drugs means it includes all medicine which is used for the internal purpose or the external purpose of the human beings or other animals, which is basically intended to be used for the diagnosis of the disease, treatment of the disease, and mitigation. Mitigation means to reduce the severity of the disease and also to prevent the disease or any disorder in human beings or any other animal, and it is applied to the human body for the repelling purpose like mosquito. So this is all about the definition about the drugs. Mainly it is used as external purpose or maybe in the internal purpose, and used in the diagnosis process, treatment process, mitigation purpose. Mitigation means to reduce the severity of the disease and to prevent the disease or any disorder in the human beings or other animal, and it include drugs include the preparation which also be applied to the human body for the purpose of repelling some insect like mosquito. So this is all about the definition of drug. Now, cosmetic. Any article intended to be rubbed or poured or sprinkled or sprayed on or introduced into or otherwise applied to the human body or any part to cleansing, for the cleansing purpose, beautifying purpose, promoting attractiveness or adding the appearance, or include any article intended for use as a component of the cosmetic under is called cosmetic. That means any object, any article which is intended to use by rubbing, by pouring, by sprinkling, by spraying into the human body or any part of the human body for the purpose of cleansing, for the purpose of beautifying, for the purpose to promote the attractiveness, and for the purpose of to altering some allergy appearance into our body. And also this cosmetic include any preparation, any article intended for use as a component of that cosmetic are all included in cosmetic. So basically this is all about cosmetic. Any article which is intended to be applied on the human body or any part of the human body by rubbing, by pouring, by sprinkling, by spraying for the purpose of cleansing, for the purpose of beautifying, for the purpose to promote the attractiveness or altering the some allergic appearance on the human body, and it also include any article or objective, any preparation intended for use as any component of that cosmetic, that is called cosmetic preparation. Now, what is misbranded drugs? Misbranded drugs are the drugs if it is so colored, coated, powdered, or polished that damage is concealed, or if it is made to appear for better or greater therapeutic value than it really is, and also if it is not labeled in the prescribed manner, that is called misbranded. So what is misbranded drug? That means misbranded drugs are those drugs which is colored and coated and powdered and polished to seal, to save, to conceal the damage of the drug, or sometimes if it is made or it is done to appear for the greater or better therapeutic value than the original value it has, that is called misbranded drug. And if it is not properly labeled according to the prescribed manner, that is also called the misbranded drugs. So that means misbranded drugs are those drugs which are so colored, which are coated, polished, or powdered to conceal the damage of the drug, or sometimes it is colored, coated, powdered, and polished to appear greater or higher therapeutic value than it has original value. That is called misbranded drug. And if the drug is not properly labeled in the prescribed manner, that is also called the misbranded drug. So that is about misbranded drug. Now, adulterated drug. What is that? If it consists, adulterated drug are those drugs if it consists in whole or in part of any filthy, putrid, or decomposed substance. That means unpleasant, unhygienic, decomposed substance. And if it has been prepared or packed or stored under insanitary condition, that means unhygienic condition, whereby it may have been contaminated with some unpleasant object that is injurious to our health. And also, if the drugs container is composed in whole or any part of any poisonous substance which may render the content which is injurious to health, that is all are called adulterated drugs. That means adulterated drugs are those drugs which consist some filthy substance, that means unpleasant, putrid, decomposed substance, unpleasant, unhygienic, unpleasant, or decomposed substance. If it consists those substance, or adulterated drug are those drugs which has been prepared, packed, or stored in insanitary or unhygienic condition that may lead to the contamination with that unpleasant object with the drug, and that may have been lead to injurious to our health. And also, if the container of the drug is composed any poisonous substance, that is also injurious to our health, that all those drugs are called adulterated drugs. So this is all about adulterated drug. It may contain some filthy, unpleasant, hygienic substance. It may prepared, labeled, stored, packed in some unhygienic condition that may lead to the contamination of the drug, which is injurious to health. And also the drug's container is prepared by some poisonous substance, which is also injurious to our health. That is all those drugs are called adulterated drugs. Now, spurious drugs. Spurious drugs are those drugs if it is imported under a name which belongs to another drug. That means the imported drug and under a name, that is, it is imported under a name which is belongs to another drug. That means the imported drug are not the same drug. Under a proper name. If it is an imitation of or a substitute for another drug or resemble another drug in a manner likely to deceive or bears upon it and upon its label or container the name of the another drug. That means basically spurious drugs are those drugs which is imported under a name, but it belongs to another drug. That means the name of the drug are not the same, and it's also the imitation or the substitute for another drug that is likely to receive or bear upon its label or container the name of the another drug. That means spurious drugs mainly the imitation or the substitute to another drug under the same name of the original drug, but it is not the original drug, it is other substitute drug, that is called spurious drug. Now come to the manufacture. What is manufacture? In relation to any drug or cosmetic, it includes any process or part of a process for making, altering, ornamenting, finishing, packing, labeling, breaking up, or otherwise treating or adopting any drug or cosmetic with a view to its sale or distribution, but does not include the compounding or dispensing of any drug or the packing of any drug or cosmetic in the ordinary course of retail business. That is called manufacture. That means manufacture means in relation to any drug and cosmetic, it include a whole process that include the making of the drug, the altering of the drug, the ornamenting, the finishing of the drug, the labeling, otherwise breaking up, treating or adopting. The whole process include in manufacture, and those process has purpose to sell or distribute, but does not include the compounding or dispensing of any drug. That means manufacture does not include any compounding or dispensing of any drug or packing of any drug in the ordinary course of retail business. That is not included in manufacture. Manufacture includes the whole process of making, ornamenting, altering, finishing, labeling, adopting, or breaking up, otherwise treating. That is included in manufacturing drug. But manufacture is not included in the compounding process or dispensing process or some packing for local business or local retail business. That is not included in manufacturing. That is called the process of manufacture. Now, patent or proprietary medicine. What is that? A drug which is a remedy or prescription presented in a form ready for internal and external administration of human beings or animal, but which is not included in the edition of any Indian pharmacopoeia for the time being or any other pharmacopoeia authorized in the behalf of by the central government. That means patent are those drugs or proprietary medicine are those drugs which can be a remedy or prescription drug that is used for the external or internal administration for the human body, but it is not included in any Indian pharmacopoeia like any other pharmacopoeia which is authorized on the behalf of central government gazette by the central government. That means patent or proprietary medicine is not included in any pharmacopoeia, but it can be a remedy or can be a prescription drug which is used for any internal or external administration of the body as a remedy, as a treatment, prevention, mitigation of any disease or disorder. It can be done. But patent or proprietary medicine is not included in any edition of the Indian pharmacopoeia as well as other pharmacopoeia which is authorized by the central government. But this can be a remedy, can be a prescription drug, can be administered internally or externally to the human body or any animal. That is called patent or proprietary medicine. Now come to the conclusion of today's topic. So today we can know about the origin of the Drug and Cosmetic Act, the brief history of the Drug and Cosmetic Act and the objective of passing the Drug and Cosmetic Act, and know some terminologies, some definition related to this Drugs and Cosmetics Act. This is our objective. So from today's topic, we can gather about the knowledge of Drug and Cosmetics Act history, Drug and Cosmetics Act objective, and some definition terminology under this Drug and Cosmetics Act. That is the conclusion of today's topic. Now, learner, there are some questions to test your knowledge. You have to write those questions in your notebook and remember the answer of the questions, and write the answer in your notebook also. It is all about to test your knowledge. These questions are very, very important to remember the today's topic and to understand as well as about today's topic. First is, remember the objective of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. We already discussed about the objective of Drug and Cosmetics Act. Remember the objectives. Second question, what do you mean by misbranded drug? That means what is misbranded drugs? Third question is, write the year of passing the Drugs and Cosmetic Act. Remember the year of passing of Drugs and Cosmetic Act. And the last question is, what is patent? What is patent? So these are the 4 questions. You have to remember the answer of the 4 questions and write the answer in your notebook. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for listening.